And since we last saw you this morning on Today in AZ, NBC News has called a couple of states. First of all, Maine, which is a split state right there as well, and Hawaii. Both of those states going to Joe Biden at this point. So we are looking now at 8 different states still left uncalled, including Arizona. Now, we told you the Associated Press called Arizona's 11 Electoral College votes, but NBC News has not done so just yet. About 440,000 ballots still left to count, and a difference of 100,000 votes right now in favor of Joe Biden. So let's take a look at the path, though, to the presidency for Biden first. Say he does win Arizona. That goes blue. Nevada also trending in the former vice president's direction. And then we're looking at Wisconsin, which President Trump and his team have recently just called for a recount in that state because the margin is within 1%. And then just say he also gets Michigan. That's it. He would win. Does not need Pennsylvania, as a lot of folks have been saying so far today. But if he does not get Michigan, just per se, and wins Pennsylvania, that would also be enough for the former vice president. But let's tell you why Michigan is, or why Pennsylvania, per se, is a big deal. Because if the president was to swing Wisconsin, win Wisconsin and Michigan, and then take Pennsylvania, right there, all he would need to do is carry states that he's already leading in, North Carolina and Georgia. At that point, he would have 290 votes. In fact, he wouldn't even need to win North Carolina at that point if he won those 3 states. And if winning North Carolina, for instance, doesn't win Michigan, that's a big deal because then he would not have the 270 that are necessary. It's interesting and fun to go around and play with these states and just see exactly what would happen based on who wins right now. But again, coming back to Arizona, we're still waiting on the final results here. It's why NBC has decided not to call this race when the Associated Press has, because those 11 votes are vital. They could be very important on either side to decide who wins this race. And again, we're hearing there's about 440,000 ballots left to count, and the margin right now is about 110 or so thousand votes in favor of former Vice President Joe Biden. So the math does not check out in order to call this at this point, so we'll just have to wait and see, Rachel.
Yeah, definitely a numbers game. Thank you, Ryan.